Hello, welcome to Yin Yoga. We have a couple of very, very, very strong requests that you want to see more yin. So here we go. This is one of my favorite niches in yoga, which is really triggering a little bit of nervous system, not to make you uncomfortable, but perhaps sometimes you need to go taken out of your comfort zone to deal with things that sometimes we chose not to deal with. Get tissue around you if you need it. You might laugh, you might cry, you might feel nothing. Let's see what happened. And I just did a class with my beautiful Lori Burnworth, and she did 3 exercises for connecting to the sympathetic nervous system to sympathetic nervous system. And I thought they were gorgeous, so I'm going to incorporate them as an opening on your class. And it's a great little bit of exercise to begin. So the first one was taking a deep inhale, bringing your arms up, 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 up. And on the exhale, you're going to wrap your arms around and give yourself a hug tight. Count 1, 2, 3. Inhale, go up again. Cross your arms the other way and hug yourself. Tight hug. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, go up again. Exhale, close. Count 1, 2, 3. If you're at your home alone and you haven't seen a lot of people, this is a great way to feel contact, specifically if you're kinesthetic. Now, on the next inhale, you're going to put one elbow parallel to the other. And on the exhale, you're going to gently stroke yourself until your hands touch. Inhale, grab each hand to each elbow. Exhale, bring your hands together until they'll gently touch. One last time. Nice stroking. Exhale, close, close, close. And last time is a little controversial because the COVID-19 virus, but I'm sure you're at home and you wash your hands. We're going to touch our faces. We're going to put our hands into our forehead. And on the next inhale, you're going to draw a heart from your hands into the eyebrow up to the top of your forehead. And on the exhale, close your hands into touching, giving a little bit of a massage. Now go up again. And on the next inhale, bring your hands together. Do a heart shape around your face. Exhale, close. And one last time, inhale, doing a face massage. You can be a little bit into pressure to massage the temples, the jaw, and close. And that feel nice. So anytime that you have insomnia, you feel trigger, remember those 3. They're actually really nice. Now from here, lift up your chest, lift up your heart. And remember the breathing technique for Yin Yoga is to breathe to the back of your throat in a gentle Ujjayi mouth. So you breathe soft Ujjayi. Now if you have a specific thing you're working into yourself right now that you can pinpoint at it, bring it into your consciousness as your mantra. For example, I don't deny who I am. I am an extremely uptight person. So I like to put as a sankalpa today for my class, I visualize myself free and relaxed. Instead of saying, I don't want to be uptight, that will be a negative connotation, the phrase for me will be, I visualize myself free and relaxed. Let's talk about another attribute or detail that I would like to work on me. I am a perfectionist, and you know, a perfectionist could be very harmful. So my mantra for me will be, I will expect whatever I can give, no more and no less, and it's good as it is. Instead of saying, no, I don't want to be perfectionist. And any point of your life that you want to work with mantras, the first thing is being conscious of them and accept them. And this is part of embracing the shadow in you. Bring your hands together. Salute your shadows, everybody at home. Om Shanti, Shanti, Namaste. Nice opening. Let's begin with our first yin pose. We're going to right away go into the hips, extend your legs in front of you. I would recommend, because it's the beginning, to stay seated on a full blanket or in a cushion about this length. And what you're going to do is have a blanket around you too, because if you're very bony, you might need to prop the ankle. So you're going to open the right foot sideways, 45-degree angle. And you really need to open it this way, so you go into the inside lines of your body, and you're going to bring the left foot in towards you right here. Remember to stay seated. Flex your toes right here. And if this knee hurts, you can prop with another block or another blank underneath. Now, we're going to start first with a side stretch to begin with long and heart meridian. You're going to bring the right hand right into your leg, and we're going to start less to more, so don't be over ambitious. Begin maybe on the shin, maybe on the ankle, right here. Good. And what you're going to do next is bring, as you inhale, the left arm up to the ceiling. And on the exhalation, we're going to start exploring. You hear the word exploring. That's the third tattva or principle in yoga. Yin Yoga is, okay, I'm arriving in here. Let's see how my shoulder feels. Let's see how my leg feels. Maybe I need to stay here for the first holding. Maybe perhaps my body can go deeper into a side stretch. Maybe not. If the arm hurts right here in the inside of the shoulder, this is a wonderful variation. Bring your hand on your waist. Now, according to your anatomy, according to the variation you will follow, by any means, I'm suggesting you do what my body can do. But since I'm doing the class with you, I'm going to go and find my variation and maybe invite you to go deeper or not. So, I really like to have my neck prop in this. Let me move my headset for a second. Put it on my belly so I can move. Ah, that's better. Kind of. Gonna get a block just in case I need it. And the next invitation for me is to bring the elbow onto the ground and be able to prop my head as I continue here, so I don't have to even bother with the neck. But if I cannot go all the way down, then you put a block right there, and that can help. And this is getting comfortable with Yin Yoga. Isn't it great? It is a good variation. And focusing your heart and long meridian, if you have the arm bent like this and you don't have shoulder injury, just perhaps try to have the line straighten up if that feels good, and that will be a little bit more intense into your side body. So you stay on the block. If you need the block, you go down to the ground. If you can be down into the floor and stretch sideways. Keep breathing. Inhale through the nose and exhale. Where are you feeling it the most? Go from less to more. Go inside your body, and as you're holding here, feel from the less evident sensations to the biggest one in your body. That will help you to stay out of your mind and into the sensations. Holding here for another 5 breaths. Count them. Feeling up really into the side body, into the breath. And strong tummy. On the next inhale, we're going to bring the arm up. Use the other hand to lift you. Oh, yes. And on the exhale, we're going to go with your left hand onto the ground. And now bring the forearm down all the way. Ah. Isn't that soothing? This is counter pose of Yin. And allow yourself now to bring that hip onto the floor so you don't go forward, and just simply go into a counter stretch into the other side. And we're going to be here only for less than a minute, and just be very casual with this stretch. We just want it to feel good, to feel nice into your body. Stretch a little bit deeper. Now on the next inhale, bring yourself back up. Good. Use your hand to slowly come up, come up, come up, come up. And on the exhale, bring your hand down. Now right here, a little bit of upper body Yin Yoga to finish, not finish, but almost finish with this sequence. We're going to go into a twist, a seating twist. So what you're going to do is bring the left hand behind you, tip of the fingertips on the ground. And it comes really handy to have your hand against the knee because it's kind of a nice pull to help you into the twist. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, you're going to start twisting your spine. Oh, try not to go too deep, too fast. You don't want to hurt your back. Just go nicely into it. And allow the neck, if it's possible, to look behind the shoulder. Upper body Yin Yoga as such a pose is not held for 3 minutes. We're only going to be here for another minute. You're going to be very aware that you're not using too much force into your yin. Otherwise, you're doing yang yoga. So it's just allowing the spine to stop whatever it needs to stop, and you hold. And finally, counting the last 3 breaths to complete your minute. And on the next inhale, let's bring yourself back to center. And on the exhalation, bring your hands down. The next one is so delicious. What we need to learn is that we want to work polarities. You're going to glue your seat bones into the ground. Make sure that the knees stay safe. And you're going to feel all the lymph lines that run inside the leg. And we're going to go forward and down. So what we're going to do first is bring your hands in front of you right here. Flex your toe up to the ceiling right there. Glue the seat bones to the floor. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, start the exploration tiny bit forward. Oh, and see how that feels. And now we're going to go and find your limit. And we're going to do a little bit of a holding here, taking your time. Perhaps you can work into the pose. You start very high up, and then you can work your way down. And then finally, you bring one hand on top of the other and rest your forehead on your hands. Sit bones on the floor. Flex the toe on your leg, knee up to the ceiling. Keep breathing. Now bring your hands right underneath the shoulders. And when you're ready, bring yourself up. Take a deep inhale all the way up, all the way up. And on the exhale, we're going to bring now your hands behind you. Bend both knees. And let's go into a windshield wiper from one side to the other. We're starting gentle today, getting ready for bigger things to come. Now slowly stay up here for a moment. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, that right leg that I work, you're going to try to bring it down to the floor. And you're going to move your legs sideways and see if you can do a little bit of inner rotation here. Careful that this is not hurting your knee, and try to not have the knee too much into the center. Try to have the knee aligned with your hip. So you move the leg sideways. Good. And the other leg stays up. It's only one leg. This is mobilization of your hip. So you can pretty much know in here the anatomy of your hip. If you're locked up here, probably the lesser trochanter, the next bone to the major trochanter, is too much in a 90-degree angle and already touch the receptacles on your hip. So not to push. If you're bone against bone, in yin that means hard compression, and that's when you stop. Otherwise, you can create degeneration. Now, on the next inhale, we're going to go up, up, up. Oh, yes, oh, yes. And on the exhale, shake out your legs in front of you. Give them a nice, nice shake. We're going to get up into your cushion again. Sit at the end of it. And extend now the left leg to the side. Right foot comes in. Remember, if you have a little bit of a bony ankle, which I kind of do, I like to put a blanket underneath the foot and bring the flex if you want to. If you don't have any problems on your knees, you don't have to flex. And right here, we start with the left hand into your ankle or into your shin. And on the next inhale, right arm goes up, up, up. And on the exhale, go over. I'm sore for doing Pilates and core yoga, so this is feeling fantastic to create a little bit of stretch right into your obliques, into your psoas, into all the intercostal muscles that connect to ab work. So this will be a great class to relax if you're doing too much yang yoga or yang activities. Neutralize the shoulder. Remember, you can always work with the hand into your waist if the shoulder hurts. Breathe and make sure that the knee doesn't fall in. That could be dangerous for the meniscus. And for those ones that are a little bit more advanced, you can calm down, prop your head and arm over the ear. And if that doesn't work, I'll already show you with the block. I'll show you on the other side as well. You can put the block there, prop your head, and go over. Anything that you need to not feel a tension on your holding. There is some manageable stretch, but it's not that one that doesn't let you breathe and makes you want to cry. Although you want to cry for other reasons, go ahead, but not because your body is hurting. Feel the breath entering into the left hip, into the left intercostal muscles, right underneath the shoulder. The right side expands like an accordion. So the left side is compressed, the right side is open. Careful. If you're almost there, you can grab into the toes. Not that you have to. Keep breathing. Feeling also the right hip bone, the waist on the right side. Now bring your arm up to the ceiling, and on the next inhale, bring yourself back up, lift up, rise, rise. Ooh, deep work, deep work. On the exhale, bring your hands down to the ground. And when you're ready, let's just walk your hand aside. Good. Walk the hand a little bit farther, a little bit farther. And when you're ready, land into your elbow. Ooh. I'm sorry, I'm so vocal in Yin Yoga. That's because I really feel it. And it's very strong and very beautiful to feel how with yoga you can move so many things and create so many sensations. And more than anything, the invitation to being alive and in presence of your body. And all of this flow, this beginning flow, is to get strengthened into your immune system, to work with the lymph nodes, to cleanse your body. And when you're ready, right here, take a deep inhale, bring yourself back up, lift up. And on the exhale, get ready for your twist. The left hand is going to go over the knee. The right hand goes behind you. Please don't rotate in the hips. The hips stay on the ground. It's an upper body move. Inhale. And on the exhale, start finding your twist. Chin follows the shoulder behind you. Working deep onto the spine mobility. The space between your vertebrae. Concentrate, close your eyes at any moment if you want to. Don't be afraid to go in and to go deep. Remember, yin is in. Maybe I'll convert you to a yinster. Nothing wrong with being a youngster, but nothing wrong with being a yinster. What best if you can have both? And on the next inhale, let's bring ourselves back to the center. Open up, extend your wings out sideways. And on the exhale, we're going to bring your hands down into the floor. Once the hands are down into the floor right here, the next step we're going to do is walk a little bit forward into your hands in this half butterfly. And make sure that the knee doesn't curl and the knee stays pointing up, the kneecap stays pointing up. And with seat bones on the ground, find your way down into the floor. Heavy and down. Try to not connect to things that sometimes are these recording record in your mind. A lot of people experience insomnia, and is that recording record of thoughts that circulate. And sometimes now they're not healthier or helping you your purpose. And Yin Yoga is precisely for that, to bring those unconscious thoughts into consciousness. So they don't take your sleep away and you deal with them in Yin. So when you go to bed, your mind feels clear. Working your lymph lines, gallbladder, liver meridian. Feeling the hamstring, feeling the inner leg. Count last 5 breaths right here. Count them mindfully. Now bring your hands underneath the shoulders. And in one inhalation, you bring yourself up. Lift up all the way, all the way. Good, good, good. Bring your hands back behind you. Bend both knees, careful of those knees wide open, and do windshield wipers to counter pose. That's it. Be vocal at home, especially if nobody listens to you and you want to scream from one time to time. If you tackle one emotion that make you feel free and you want to, why don't you? Who said that all yoga needs to be quiet? Breathe. Now come back to center. Take a deep inhale. Now, right in here on the exhalation, we're gonna allow now the left leg to go in, and you pretty much can feel how big of a difference is between one side and the other. Maybe one side you slide like butter down to the ground, and this one perhaps your stop is here. Do not push. Do not assume that you're the same in right and left side. And yet, what you do is respect your body and let it be. And hopefully, with all the intention and the yin work, it'll become more balanced with time. Breathing. You can feel this on the inside on your hip, on the inside here too. And some people, they're very tight into quad. You can even connect to your quadricep. This is a very, very powerful pose, inner rotation of your hip. Keep breathing. Only half hour here and we're done. I'm just kidding. 2 more breaths. A little bit of a smile doesn't hurt from time to time in yin yoga. On the next inhale, we're going to finish with both legs up, up, and we're going to finish this little bit of sequence with full butterfly, which is going to feel lovely. Again, if you want to sit on the end of the pillow, you go ahead, prop your hips, and going forward with your body, take a deep inhale. And on the exhalation, we start finding out your yin butterfly, which is letting yourself go into gravity. Here, I love this. With a book or with a box or with a block, you can place it right in front of your feet and let the forehead rest on the block so you don't feel like your neck is overstretching. What if you're very flexible? You can turn it to the other side. And now online you can get everything you can find, and if your favorite shopping websites, yoga props, and you will see these blocks or plastic ones. Really, if you're moving on to a practice at home, is something that I really suggest you buy. If you don't have them, just use whatever you have at home that has kind of this shape. Thick books. Maybe a phone book, maybe 2 books together. Whatever variation you decide to follow in butterfly, release your arms. Release the legs, fully relax. We're going to hold for another 30 seconds. You can equalize 30 seconds to 5 deep breaths right now. When you breathe, you feel the air entering low back, mid back, upper back. In each exhalation, you let yourself go heavier with gravity, heavier and heavier. Long breath. Now rolling from bottom to top, we're going to place your hands underneath the knees. And 1 vertebrae at the time, roll yourself up. 1 at the time, all the way up. Chin to the chest slowly. All right, a nice hip sequence to begin. Move the pillow aside, and 1 more time. You're going to bring, as the inhale goes, both knees up. On the exhale, you're going to open both legs out as far out as you can. with the weight on your hands, you pull a little bit forward with the seat bones. Yes, right there. An experiment. We'll see how that goes. Let both legs come in, so you have both information in your pelvis. Outer rotation, inner rotation. Some people just stop right there. And again, what I told you before, bone against bone, nothing else to do. But if your hips are a little bit widened or more open, maybe you go deeper. Be careful. This is not failed on the knees, ever. This is failed on the hip, on the glute, on the quad. If you feel it here, that is a red flag. Please step off immediately. Breathing. Tears of joy, maybe, that you found a new place in your body to work. Maybe a part in your body that you don't think often about. And here you are. Yes, you got it. It's your hips. A different spectrum, working the inside. Now on the next inhale, bring yourself back up. And on the exhale, shake those legs in front of you. Relax the legs. Oh, yes. There you go. Let's go into more hips. I think we're going to call this yin, another flare of hip openers, into squat malasana. Very, very important pose in yin yoga. We're going to go from sitting with the feet close to you and pushing into your hands. These blocks are maravillosos or marvelous to work in yin because they provide height and you can sit on top of one in case that the knees cannot tolerate a big extension bending like this. If you're fine, then you're going to go down and you're going to be on the floor. And if your heel comes off the ground, you immediately prop with a full blanket like a high heel. So many ways to prop. What I'm referring to this is when your heels don't go to the ground naturally and they look like this. Prop, 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 put it underneath. Now, mine's go down, so I'm going to be comfortable. Going back just in case you can see me. Bring your hands in prayer. Lift the chest. There you go. Lift your heart and breathe. First opening of your chakra, root chakra, Muladhara. Safety. This is the chakra that is more connected to the earth. So it's the one that sometimes struggle with attachments. Struggles with this need to feel safe, to feel secure, to have a routine. And of course, if you're going through what we all going through, there is no routine. There is no much to feel rooted to the earth other than your energy. So this is a great pose to find earth. And this should pass if you're having a hard time right now. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, bring your hands down to the floor. And right here, we're not done. We're not done. We're going to bring the right arm to the ceiling. And on the exhale, bring your right hand down. One more upper body twist, Yin Yoga. Take a deep inhale, center yourself. And on the exhale, twist. And if you feel you want a little bit deeper stretch and you're very limber and long arms, you can do a bind, wrapping around the left knee, holding your hands behind you. And the right shoulder is going to go back and open as you look up where the wall and the ceiling meet. And you open chest. And breathe. Take another inhale. And on the exhale, release. Back to the ground. Inhale. Swing your arm up. And on the exhale, you put your hand down to the ground. Other arm. Inhale. Left arm rises. Exhale. Do that full rotation on your shoulder as the shoulder rotate back and open. Now take a deep inhale. Everything rises. And on the exhale, you twist. You could manage to stay here. If you want, you can bind. If your arms and the anatomy is there. I mean, you need to have certain length into your arms to be able to do a bind. And of course, again, one more time, the knees are fine, you're safe. You're feeling everything, but not pain. Keep breathing. Open chest, open heart. This is actually very therapeutic for your knees. If your knees are not in injury, this will keep them flexible and mobile. Bring your hands back to the ground, and on the next inhale, left arm rises up. And on the exhale, close the shoulder back down. One of the best things you ever heard is we're going to dangling on the next inhale. Bring the seat bones up. Oi, 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 oi. And on the exhale, close yourself down, feet hip width apart, arms heavy. And now we're going to cap each elbow with each palm, letting yourself go. Head relax, arms relax. Hide abdominal muscles underneath the rib cage. Arms heavy, shoulders heavy. Let's go into mudra to just open chest a bit and not fold the entire class. Bring your arms up and over. And just go with the shoulder blades in and the knuckles up to the ceiling. Keep breathing. Take another inhale. On the exhale, release your hands. In this last variation, you're going to step on your hands, being firm. Big toe against your wrist. And the way that your body is positioned right now, you have created an inner cycle of energy in your body like a lock. So it can move in circles. So as you go down, have the visualization of the energy going around your feet, through the back of the legs, through the lower back, to the spine, to the head, to the hands, connecting to the back of your feet, and feeding into this visualization of energy moving into your body. Powerful visualization. Now you let go. And one more time, we're going to open your feet hip width apart. Heels in, toes out. And this time you're going to already prepare with a cushion just in case you need to nearby you. You're going to take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to lower the seat bones. Go down, 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 down to the ground. Oh, and that feels lovely too. And you're going to sit on that cushion. And right away, we're going to open your feet nicely wide this way. And when you do that, I'm having you seated up here because you're going to bring the knees to point with the toes. And you're going to pretend like you're going to fall off the cushion. So the whole belly relaxes, the whole pelvis opens. And that is giving you a tremendous hip stretch, correct? Okay, we haven't even started yet. So perhaps you're right here decide, I'm already on fire on my groins and I must stay. Wise decision. Because the next one will be to go all the way down. Ooh. And you're right there into your psoas. Breathe. Very intense variation of malasana, squat in combination with a little bit of dragonfly. This is a place in between the toe, and it gets you hip opener and prepares your hamstrings for full dragonfly, which is next. So this could be a class for hamstrings and hips. Very, very easy to follow sequence, but not because it's easy to follow means it's easy on the body, so be careful. Last 3 breaths, count them. No pain on the knees. One more time, please be careful. Place your hands right underneath the shoulders. Bring yourself up. Take a deep inhale all the way up. Ay, ay, ay. And now extend one leg at a time, fully straight, and that's going to feel good. And we go into full dragonfly. Heels on the mat or into a blanket, sitting still on the end of the pillow. Let's take a deep inhale and like a upper facing cat, release your belly forward, lift up the chest. And on the exhale, go into a little bit of an angry cat, rotation back, going into angry cat. Inhale one more time, you come up forward, lift into your upper facing cat. Good, and on the exhale, curl and scoop, scoop, scoop. And on the next inhale, you go up, lift, stay up, lift it. And from that place, you go forward, exhale. However forward you can go. Maybe just a little bit, maybe a lot. Go ahead, test it, try it. Breathe. Is there anything you can do for going a little bit deeper? Please go a little bit deeper. Maybe one hand can go on top of the other, forehead on your hands if that's possible. If it's not, you use a block, you use a bolster, anything you need. We're almost done with this class. You have endured so well. This is a good all level to beginner yin, although this last one is intense, so you can substitute for another butterfly. Try to hold, flex the toes. Melt like butter. And now just your hands underneath the shoulders. Upper body Yin Yoga, lift up, rise up, all the way, all the way. Bring your hands behind you, bend your knees, and the last windshield wiper here, move them side to side, letting them go. Nice. Good. Let's go into all 4 position, please. Let's move the spine a little bit. That will be a good idea right now. You're going to feel your spine with cat-cow, just borderline heavenly. So let's see how it goes. Move the props aside, something that you don't need to move sideways. Hands underneath the shoulders, shoulder width apart, middle finger and index point forward, knees hip width apart, tuck your toes under. Take a deep inhale. Begin with angry cat, exhale, curl the tailbone under. Go in here and scoop, scoop, scoop. On the next inhale, we're going to go up, head up, chest up, lift. Move the seat bones all the way up, up, up. And on the exhalation, go and curl and scoop. One more time. Inhale, go up, lift up. And now stay here for a moment. We haven't done much extensions. We're going to switch to an extension in here. Hands underneath the shoulders, chest is up, lifting up, sit bones up to the ceiling. Carefully move the knees a little bit farther. Good. And now just continue going forward into a relaxed upper dog. Adjust yourself. Borderline upper dog with Sphinx. And if this didn't feel good, you immediately go down to your forearms. Immediately, not even a question about it. But if this is feeling wonderful, go up into this very elevated seal pose. It's quite high. And it feels good. Look up, lift up, relax your lips and jaw. All right, take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, just come down slowly, giving yourself 2 seconds to become neutral. And then connecting, if you may, into downward facing dog. On the next inhale, you come up to all fours. And then up to downward facing dog. And we're almost done into the last asana that is coming next. So you're going to be here in down dog. Just activating your spine, your hands, your feet. Not too much yang to all this yang. Feel the hips. I'll let you know what it feels good and see if you can do it at home. On the next inhale, you bend the knees and come a little bit forward, lifting the chest. Not relaxing quite there. Exhale, go back and sit bounce to the ceiling. 3 times. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale back. Oh. And last time, inhale the knees all the way down to the floor. And this is our closing pose into child's pose. 1 hour or 50 minutes Yin Yoga classes is not quite as easy to go into your back, into standing, as we have to do long holdings. But this is a perfectly balanced class. And even if we don't have a lot of time to have a sequence on your back, you twist it, you open hips, you dangle. I mean, all the body was pretty much stimulated in all meridians. Head relax, arms relax. Your favorite variation in child's pose. One more time. Visualize weight on your lower back, pulling the body down with gravity. Feel weight on your upper back and shoulders. Feel weight in the entire body as gravity was melting you into the floor. Letting really the gravity of Yin force take you as far as you need to go into child's pose. Bring your hands right underneath your shoulders. And we're gonna roll ourselves up to kneeling pose or thunderbolt, round spine, go all the way up, lifting the heart and the chest. You are here in kneeling pose. If kneeling pose hurts you, go into cross-legged position. If kneeling feels good, please do again the last 3 stroking parasympathetic nervous system before we go into Shavasana. We're going to start with a deep inhale, bringing your arms up. Exhale, give yourself a nice hug. Self-affirmation, self-love. Inhale, one more time, open up. Cross the other way, exhale. Count 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Cross the other way. Exhale. Count 1, 2, 3. And to finish even, inhale. Exhale. Close. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Both forearms parallel. Exhale. Stroke yourself until your hands touch. Inhale. One more time. Finish the stroke. Exhale. All the way down to the tip of the fingertips. Shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead with this gentle, soft touch. And finish with the heart. You can even give a face massage with maybe these two fingers starting into this gallbladder meridian. On the next inhale, bring your hands up to your forehead. Draw a beautiful heart on your face. On the exhale, go and close that beautiful diamond. Inhale one more time, going up. Exhale, close, going to the jaw bed if you find a juicy spot. And last time, inhale. And on the exhale, you release down. Beautiful. And now release to your side, shake your legs in front of you. And get yourself ready for my favorite, Shavasana, relaxation. So you go down into the ground and pretty much you're at the boss and how long you want to relax for. But if you use an hour-long class, from 5 to 7 to 10 minutes is good. Try not to pretend you're relaxing and then just lie down for 30 seconds and you're done. Acknowledge that this is an asana as important as any other, if not more important. Is the maximum expression of Yin Yoga as full release and full relaxation and not doing anything yang right now. Your mind is relaxed, your body is relaxed. Bring a special attention into your face right now. In your teeth. Making sure that you're not enclosing your jaw. There's a little bit of space in between your teeth. Your tongue is relaxed. Roof of your mouth. Lips slightly open. Face is heavy. You can even feel the skin on your cheekbones drooping a bit, resting. Your eyelids are heavy and eyes closed. There is no reason for you to be holding up. Right now, the sensation that you want is down. If yang is up and upbeat going, yin is resting and letting go. I'll let you be in silence for 2 more minutes. Go back to your breath and move your hands and feet a couple times. Extend the arms over your head. And hug the knees back to your chest. Squeeze. And let's roll to one side, whatever side you feel comfortable. I suggest yin, left on your heart. And bring yourself up, up, up. There you are. We're going to sit into cross-legged position, one foot in front of the other or one heel in front of the other. Feeling the effects of yin into your body. Feel the aftermath. What are the most evident sensations you're hosting right now? Close your eyes. And we don't want to judge them as good or bad. We don't want to say yes or no. We just want to know and acknowledge, what am I feeling? If I really love this class, or if yin really challenged me, or I wish I wouldn't do it, or I wish I'd do more. Whatever you are is fine. Just know. Remember that intention for me was being more free and not so into details. What was yours? You can remember it right now. Bring your hands into prayer. We salute to everybody's intention that tuned to this class. Shanti, Shanti, Namaste. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And see you next time. This is Ana Hernandez from Drishti Center.